that goes to nostalgic bangers. Minecraft's music discs are very iconic, but which ones hit hard and which ones should stay in dungeon chests? Well, that's what I'm gonna be figuring out today. I'm ranking every Minecraft music disc from worst to best, so stay tuned and watch to see which one lands on top. Alright, so in tier F, or whatever, these discs are all really good, so I don't think there can be a tier F. Let's say tier B minus. So in tier B minus, these are all the discs that you guys are expecting. They aren't really even music discs, so it's not that they're bad, it's just that they don't fit music. So coming in dead last is Disc 11, and there's not too much doubt about that. So it isn't even a music disc at all, it's just broken, distorted audio that sounds like someone running through a cave, panting, stumbling, possibly being chased by like a creeper or something, zombies in there. It's not something you'd want to put in your Minecraft base, like to listen to and jam out to something good. So it does deserve credit for its horror vibes, but it doesn't have any music. Okay, next up, right in front of 11, like barely better, and this one is Disc 13. So, Disc 13 is actually kind of music, but like it's mostly just ambient noises and low hums and clangs, and it's very unsettling. And although it does set a mood, it's kind of like the vibe is like you're lost in a mine shaft with no food and like you're about to die, and they're just like, you can tell that something's about to kill you in a few seconds. So you don't want to be listening to this song when you're like playing with your friends and having a good time. So I rate it in front of 11 because there is actually music involved. Alright, taking the final spot of tier D minus is, I bet you'll never guess, Disc 5. Like Disc 11, Disc 5 is kind of just ambient, eerie static, footsteps, clicks, wardens, a bunch of like random lore stuff that would be great for a lore YouTube video. And yeah, so it tells a good story, and that's why I'm rating it above the others. It's a cool story. It has some pretty good music just randomly in like the middle of the disc, which I like, and it's cool. It's not like the others. You don't want to be vibing to it though. It's more of like an ARG than an actual song. Okay, moving on from the creepy, dark, ambient tracks into the more, the actual music discs, which are a bit more hard to rank because they're actual music and it's more listenable. So, this one still shouldn't be too much of a surprise. Now, it's pretty new, part of the 1.21 update, so there's a good chance you've never heard it because you also get it from the new trial chambers, and it's pretty hard to get. I've never actually gotten it in a survival world, but it's like a soft, dreamy music box melody, and like it sounds like something you'd play. It's like one of those little doll box tunes that like when you open it up and spin it, it just starts playing. But it's also I think the shortest music disc. It's literally a shortened version of creator kind of as like a bonus, and it's basically just like it kind of seems like it was just thrown together to be an extra music disc. So like nobody's gonna try to get Music Box Edition because obviously there's Creator, which is just a better version in every way. This disc is gonna cause a lot of controversy. Everyone puts it at a different spot in their rankings, but this one is Melohi, something like that. But whatever. This one is. It sounds like honestly something you'd hear in like an abandoned like ballroom or something from like the mid or early 1900s, and it's very repetitive and it's kind of spooky, which I don't love, and it's kind of sad. So, and it's too short and too repetitive for my liking. The reason why I think everyone has different opinions on it is because it's got like a weird aesthetic. Like some people are gonna love it, and then some people like me are going to not love it because the old like 1950s tunes kind of creep me out. I don't know why, but I just don't love listening to them in my Minecraft world. So that's Melohi. It's decent. Alright, this next one I'm sure is a big surprise. But for me, honestly, this next one was hard to rank. These two, actually. I kept changing them around. And, so this next one is with a score of 86, Lost in the B plus tier. This one is just like, it's the longest music disc. It's like an entire, like, movie track. It's so long. And, there's nothing memorable about it. I honestly, this one feels like there's an empty gap throughout it. I'm sorry, C418, but this one is definitely not your best track. It's better than Melohi, in my opinion, because it has more, like, energy, and especially the last part at the end. That part is really, I like that part, but I'm not listening to, like, 5 minutes of whatever just to hear that last minute of really good, music. And, so yeah, this one it's okay, it's chill, but I definitely wouldn't, like, put it into my jukebox if I had most other music discs. Whatever, Stall, I'm just gonna call it Stall. Stall is a jazzy beat, but it's really good. I've grown on it. At first, I didn't really like how there was like that goofy recorder playing while it was like going. But then after listening to it a lot of times, I began to like it a lot more. And it's moved up through the list a lot. And the thing I don't love about Stall, besides the goofy recorder, is how it almost sounds like, I don't know, there's just some thing to do with it that sounds like a bit childish and like kind of light. There's not too much to it. It's just an average like jazz piece, but it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still really good. Alright, next is a music disc that I have a love-hate relationship with. This is Relic. Relic is, I like Relic. It's I like the melody. I like a lot about it. It maybe has one of the most catchy melodies of every Minecraft music disc. But the thing I don't love about Relic is how it goes from like that old broken vibey tune into like an almost like modern futuristic tune at the end. Like the instruments get more clear and it picks up into like a love romance song melody in like the middle and the end, which I don't love because it doesn't really fit the beginning. But other than that, it's still good. Also, I really like the beginning, how it like cuts in. But I don't love the end because it just ends a lot different than it begins. I was hoping it would end similar to how it began. Like how I wish it like cut out at the end instead of just like fading out. But that's just my opinion. Alright, sliding into this next spot is a fan favorite that sounds like it came straight out of an old cassette player in the back of your uncle's basement. And I'm guessing you all know what this song is. It's going to bring maybe the most controversy of every disc because a lot of people like it, but I just can't say I'm getting the vibe. It's Chirp. And so Chirp has like an old cassette intro, like an old radio station, and then all of a sudden it just turns into this like Minecrafty song that it kind of like, it's very repetitive in that last part, but I do like it. I feel like it's two songs mixed together, and the intro is, the transition is just interesting. It kind of just, like, it doesn't even, like, cut out. It just, like, switches. So, it's a good song, but I can't say the first part is my favorite. It is good, but it's not my favorite. And then the second part is good, but very repetitive, and I just feel like there's something missing with the song. Like, they added, like, a clip of one song, and then they just switched to a clip of another, and there's no real, like, story involved. Alright, next up is, a music disc that actually feels a lot like Minecraft. Like, it's, I like it. Now, this song I actually really like, but it's like a chill song that makes you feel like you're far away and exploring new things and being alone in a vast pixelated world, which is Minecraft. And it's very emotional. It's also kind of nostalgic in my opinion. It's just really chill. It's got some chill vibes, and also I like, in my opinion, as it gets further in, it kind of almost sounds like you're in like Japan. I don't know why. It just sounds kind of Japanese in my opinion. It has that like Japanese music vibe, and it sounds like you're in like the jungle or something with a ton of bamboo, and you're just like building, and everything's like peaceful, and then I like when the drums come in at the end, and it's really good at that part. But the thing I don't like about this song is that it's just like, for like half the song, it kind of just repeats the same melody and has a lack of like all the elements needed for a song. So it's just too repetitive, and it kind of wastes a lot of the song on that part. But I do like the second half, and honestly, it was really hard to put it this low on the list at number 13. But these next ones are just so good. It's just so hard to rate these. Anyway, that's Far. Alright, this next song, you probably haven't heard, because it literally came out, like, I don't know, I was about to upload this video, but then it came out, like, the minute I was gonna press upload. So then I realized I had to put the song in the rankings, and, the Steve's Lava Chicken song is a song by all means, and I wanted to put it high, and I wanted to put it low at the same time, because, like, it does not go along with any of the Minecraft music discs. It has a completely different vibe. Like, there is nothing similar. It's like, I feel like it's kind of like what they expected, like, Pigstep to be once C418, like, passed the music disc job to, like, Lena Rain. I feel like that's probably what they expected, for it to be, like, so, like, prodigiously different than the old one. And it's just, like, I don't know, I'm putting it this high because it is good, but it's also a meme. And also, one thing I have to say, I do like the 8-bit of it, but I don't like the villagers singing. That part annoys me a lot, but it's definitely gonna be a fun song to vibe to, kind of as like a bonus or whatever. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. Creator, I love Creator. Creator is just like a vibey Minecrafty song. Well, not really Minecrafty, because again, it has the electric guitar, but still, it kind of fits Minecraft's vibe with like the whimsical tune, and I really like the melody. It almost gives me like Mexico vibes for some reason, like Latin music, which I really like, and I don't know why, but it might be like the instruments played, but I like this one. I don't have too much else to say about it, but it's good. I like it. Okay, up next, at the top of the A- tier, is the music disc that I've probably grown on the most after listening to a bunch of times. This music disc is Precipice. It is, at first, it just, like, it doesn't sound like Minecraft, like, at all, with the electric guitar and all the instruments playing together, making a loud, like, almost together dispersed noise that doesn't really, like, fit well. But if you get, like, into the song more, if you get through the song, it ends up sounding really good in the middle, and at the end, it sounds so good. I really like this song. Even though it doesn't seem Minecrafty, it's still just a good song in general. So I had to put it up here, even though it doesn't fit Minecraft. It's just too good to deserve a lower rating. That's all I have to say about this one. Alright, now marking the A tier, the lowest A tier song, which is so good. I wish I could give these songs higher ratings, but they are just all so good and so hard to compare. And it is Ward. Ward gives everyone different vibes. I haven't heard any two people say that it gives them the same vibes. It tells everyone a different story, and the story it tells me is, I don't know, it just feels like you're walking into a futuristic city, and it just sounds like really futuristic to me, which I like a lot. And then at the end, it's just so good with that like fade out tune. It's so good. For my brother, it sounds like he told me it sounds like he's in like a dream and he's like dreaming about something and he's like drifting off and stuff. And I've heard people say that it's like after they die because of the funeral music at the beginning, they like it's their ascension to like whatever. And I've just heard so many things. I've heard people say it's like a dancing song, like a disco song, that kind of stuff. But for me, what really catches my attention is how like futuristic it sounds for me, because I really like the like idea of robots and like cool cities and stuff. It reminds me of almost like that futuristic like area in like Disney World or whatever. Next is a song I've learned to be a remix of the original Minecraft song. This, with a score of just above Ward, 95.5, is Wait. Wait has, Wait and Ward have always been, like, the song couple to me. They have, like, the same vibe, but Wait is just, the melody is so much more memorable. Except for the end of Ward, but, like, in my opinion, the melody of Wait is way more catchy, and I just like that part about it. And yeah, I like Wait. There's not too much to say about Wait, but I do really like it as a song. Alright, moving on to the best music discs in the game, in my opinion. This music disc obviously is up in the top with 97, I'd say 97% A plus is Cat, one of the most nostalgic music discs ever. Cat is like, not only is it a banger song, but it's also like so nostalgic. It just makes me think of my old Minecraft worlds and how good they were, and how I'd always play this in a jukebox, and how I used to not like it as much. But it is so good. It's just, I wish I could put it higher, but it's just so hard to decide. But, yeah, I don't have to say much about Cat because Cat is just a banger. And although I do especially like the end. Coming in at number 5 is a true banger of a song. It is the newest song added to Minecraft. It is Tears. Tears is so good. It fits the Nether vibe so well. The like nightclub vibe that Pigstep started. And it's just so much of a banger. The only reason that I don't have it higher is because like it hasn't grown on me much yet, since it's like a newer disc. But it's been climbing the ranks, and right now it's at number 5. It will probably eventually be higher on the list. And it's just so good. It's so good. I love how the guy, like, Amos Roddy, I think, remixed, like, the gas noises and put it in, and it's just really good. Go listen to it if you haven't yet. Alright, number 4 with 98 A plus is a music disc that I think is decently underrated and forgotten about. This one is Strad. It gives me like tropical vibes. Like the background noise is kind of like the waves, and then the steel drums just make it feel like a tropical vibe. I just think like I'm at the beach and it's like 70 to 80 degrees, and like there's cool or refreshing clear water and palm trees all around me. It just gives off a really good vibe, and I like the song too. Alright, making it to the top 3. At the top of our A plus tier is the most underrated disc of all time, in my opinion. It is Mall. I bet you weren't expecting that, because like everyone thinks that Mall is a mid disc, but Mall just speaks to me. I don't know why, but Mall is just so good. I love the melody, I love the background. It just all fits together so well. And you should, if you think Mall is bad, just try listening to it and really think about it. It's so good in my opinion. Mall is a goated song. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it, because like a lot of people think it isn't that good, so just listen to it yourself and like think about it. Alright, number 2, obviously this one is up here, in the top 2. This one in the S tier is Pigstep. What a surprise. Pigstep is just so good. Pigstep is like a monumental song. Like, I will go to Baskin's just to get Pigstep. It's the melody is memorable. It's so vibey. Like, I would dance to it. It's funky, very iconic, and like instantly when anybody listens to this song, they know it's Minecraft. And you could even like, it's even outside of Minecraft, it's a good song. Well, a lot of them are in my opinion, but still, it's really good. There's nothing wrong about this song. It's good in every way. But this next song is just better. Here we go. Music disc number 1. The king of all Minecraft music discs is the masterpiece known as Other Side. Composed by Lena Raine, like Pigstep. I know that my C418 music discs don't take the top, but these ones are just so good. It's pure, Other Side is pure brilliance. It builds up into like an upbeat, euphoric, synth groove. Other Side is like, I know that, like, for a lot of people, the song isn't this to them, but for me, it is pure nostalgia. I never, like, really actually knew what music discs were until I accidentally found Other Side, which was after the Other Side update, which is kind of new. And, like, I didn't know music discs even existed before then. And I crafted a jukebox after that with the one diamond I had. Like, a diamond that I worked very hard to get, and it was worth every single. Like, I would pay 10 million diamonds to listen to that song. It is so good. And it just gives me nostalgia because it was the first music disc I actually ever played. Because I never played creative. I only played survival for multiple years, and I didn't even know what creative was. So I never had the chance to listen to the Minecraft music discs. Like, it's the kind of music discs that makes you stop what you're doing and just listen to it and drift off into its awesomeness. And it makes you think of, it makes me think of all the funny memories I had in Minecraft. I'm not sure if anything will ever beat Otherside. It's just too good. It's too good for this world. Anyway, with that said, this is not the end of the video. So I ended up having my brothers rank the Minecraft music discs from worst to best as well. And then it took a lot of math and time. But I averaged them out and then translated them into percentages where the lowest is 80 and the highest is 100. And yeah, as you can see, it's math, pretty simple math, but still, it took kind of a while. And so on this tier list, I'm going to be showing you the changes that have been made between my rankings and my brother's. So currently, these are my rankings. And I'm going to switch them to be my brother's. Alright, so the rankings are in last place, dead last, 11 with the lowest score from each of us earning the low score of an 80 B minus. And then next comes 13 with an 81.6 and then 5 with an 81.7. So they're all staying the same as my ratings, just more specific, obviously. And then next is Creator Music Box, still where it is, with an 83. And then Malohai staying with an 84.3, which actually moves it up. No, never mind. Creator Music Box actually moves down into B minus because an 83 is technically B minus. And Malohai stays with an 84.3 in the B. And then next is still in the same as mine, Blocks with an 87.3 in the B plus. And then Chirp moves down next to Blocks with an 88.3. And then my boy Maul moves all the way down next to Chirp from the top of the A plus to the middle of the B plus. Maul gets an 88.9, and then Stall right here gets an 89. Okay. Then next we have Far, just skip Relic for now, that hasn't been rated. We have Far with a 90.3 in the very bottom of the A minus. And then we have Relic with a 90.7. Then after that, we have Creator moving down, and with a 91.3. And then we have Ward moving down with a 92.3. Next, surprisingly, I'm very surprised that Lava Chicken made it this high. Also, I know that the size of this is triggering your OCD, but it just came out, so this was the only thing I could find of it. So I think it was because one of my brothers rated it like the second highest. So it like got actually pretty high. So that gets a 92.8, and then we have Cat moving down with a 92.9, and then we have Strad moving all the way down with a 93. A lot of A minuses actually, a lot. Um, and then Precipice barely makes it into the A's with a 93.3. And then Weight stays where it is with shoot with a 94.7, and then we have Tears move staying in the same spot but moving down into the A category with a 96.3. And then we have, since there's like nothing over 100, I can just like get rid of S. And so we have Pigstep as second place with a 98.7. I think me and one of my brothers rated it second place, and then my other brother rated it third because he put this one in second. And then we all unanimously crowned Other Side the victor of the music discs amongst us three. So, this is the average of my brothers and I. Comment if you agree or disagree with these placements, and also comment if you want more videos like this, because this was a fun video to make. And yeah, have a good day. Make sure to like and subscribe if you made it this far. And listen to the new discs.